Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new niche challenge, Sirens of the Sea. So to celebrate having finished off our almost year-long playthrough of the Ukirs and their search for the icy genes on these snowy islands, we're actually going to be shifting gears in December no less, to go away from the snows and the ices and onwards to the beaches, so that we can try to create some beautiful mermaid, koi fish, stunning, really lovely looking swimming nichelings. So basically our goal is to create really lovely mermaids who might look like koi fish with their beautiful spots. They might look like striped tiger sharks, who knows? The goal is basically just to get in the water. And because the Amazon challenge was so much fun and so popular back when we were trying to run it, I thought we might add a little bit of a twist to this tale. And the challenge for this particular tribe is going to be that you can only have females as your main tribe members, and if you do keep a male, he has to be lured into the tribe using your siren song, and he will become so enraptured by the song that he won't be any good for mating. You can control him by having him go and do some of the hunting for food or meat on land. You could have him sacrifice himself to eat poison berries if you so wish, so you could unlock the beautiful toxic body that I'm sure will look stunning once we get into the water and want some brightly colored nicheling daughters. But you cannot use the males for mating, and they have to stay on land. So I think that's going to be very interesting. And if you have male children, then they can swim around and do whatever they want, and you can go and find them to mate with. But if you keep them in the tribe, then they have to be helpers. But here we are, here on a beautiful grass adventure island. This is where we are going to get started, and we are starting off with our main female, Rasi. And Rasi here actually is all by herself. She is currently expecting with a lovely male who she happened to meet. He actually had violet eyes, by the way, so I'm really hoping that her child will have violet eyes as well. But Rasi has dreams of eating lots of crabs with that awesome cracker jaw to start us off, and some wonderful sharp claws that might be quite useful at snagging fish out of the waters. She is going to start us off by hopefully eating lots of crabbits, but she needs a buddy, like a daughter, to help her to fight the crabbits, and hopefully finding where that handsome male wandered himself off to. Is he nearby? Oh, there he is! So handsome. But we're going to try to go and catch him and be able to mate with him again. That would be very good, because we need to keep the line going. But this may be kind of a hard challenge, because I hear it's very difficult to unlock all of the different genes that are needed to get into the water. From platypus beak, you also want to have water body, which is apparently pretty tricky to get. Webbed paws, the fishing tail, there's also webbed hind legs, not just webbed paws, but webbed hind legs as well. There's a whole bunch of traits, including swimming tail actually, that are quite useful for water body, and I really want to get toxic body so we can kind of mix in some really bright colors to our daughters and see how that works out. Gills is another one of the things dedicated to being in the water. Let's see, where's the gills head? Like right over here. If we swim 50 times, then we can get gills. So we're going to be playing in the water for a long time before we're actually able to dive deep in. But I'm really excited because I've never actually tried having a big school of swimming nichelings and getting fish before. And I think it's going to be fun to kind of have a bit of a siren song twist to it. So Rasi may have quite the broad snout, and she may look like quite the cracker jaw, intimidating nicheling, but I assure you that she has a song like honey. She is able to sing and attract that handsome mate to come back. And I think this particular branch of nichelings, the males don't normally stick around for mating, so it's less about like a lack of love and just like not what they do. But all right, so yeah, that's about it. And we can actually look at her genetics, which is really fun after doing the WIMS challenge and hiding genetics. And the tribe size is going to be dependent on only being able to keep females unless we catch a male. So we'd have to release the children we have born in our tribe, and if we wanted to recatch them, but they would be enraptured by somebody who they're not related to. And so I don't think we have to worry about like rolling a dice or anything to limit the size of our tribe. And we can put whatever mutations we want in the mutation menu. So I better go ahead and start with like normal eyesight actually before we go ahead and have her have a daughter. And what else does she have that we might need to work on? So she has short-sighted eyes, medium body. She has a medium tail, a velvet paw, which we really don't need. We really need nimble fingers if we're going to swap out the cracker jaw for gills in the future. But we'll work on that as we start collecting berries. So it may be a few generations of just kind of singing softly by a babbling brook before we are able to convince our nichelings to become fierce sirens of the sea, swimming with their gorgeous colors and fancy tails and gilled bodies so that they can dash about and look stunning in the water. I'm really looking forward to that. I've never properly played in the water before. So, all right, let's get going. We're gonna go ahead. Rossi, can you have your child here? Ground is not suited for a nest. Okay, well, let's scooch this way. Is this way suited for a nest? What about over here? My goodness. Unfortunately, we have to work our way away from that handsome fellow and away from the ocean. What about if up here? Oh, up here is perfect for a nest. All right, so Rossi has settled down. She is ready. She is going to be the founder of our Sirens of the Sea. And all we know about her is that she does have a song like honey and that she really loves eating crabs. So from those humble origins, she'll hopefully grow an entire underwater kingdom filled with beautiful, shining koi fish mermaid nichelings. And I'm very much looking forward to hopefully being able to play out this challenge. So let's get started. It's raining. Oh, little daughter. Hello, my dear. Well, that's lucky because it means she can stay with us. We're going to name her Honey, actually, after the kind of singing that her mother has. But I do have the niche name list up. And for this round of niche names, I'm really going after names that are colors, names that are gemstones, names that have to do with the ocean or water in some way. Honey is just because I like that she came out kind of honey colored, especially because her mom loves to sing. But you guys are more than welcome to submit niche names down below. I might even start a fresh niche name list and then we'll kind of keep them themed. So I'll add the themed names into different sections. And then when I get my website up and going, which is actually happening in the background right now, then I can share the different niche name groups. So if you're really looking for water names, if you're really looking for gemstone names, you can check out this section. And of course, you can always submit your made up names too. I love it when you guys give little definitions for what the made up name means too. That really makes me quite happy. But we have little Honey, and here she is. She's healthy as can be. Let's see. She's not very good at swimming. Let's look over her genes. Oh, good. She has normal eyesight. She has a velvet paw and a runner leg. Well, she might help us out with collecting some berries, and thankfully she has cracking jaws so she can eat some clamshells too. But all right, we are on an easy island, I'm pretty sure, so I don't think her mom has to be too terribly worried about her getting eaten. But oops, yay, there's some food. Wonderful. Well, we've got some bunnies that we can snag. There we go. So I think her mom's gonna snag some food and then immediately come down and start looking for that handsome male because we want to have more children. There he is! All right, we found him. Oh, he's eating a bunch of berries. Thank goodness. Maybe we'll just leave that there. But look at him. Look at him, guys. Isn't he so handsome? He's got purple eyes and everything. All right. Our daughter is growing up behind us. We can go ahead. We mated again with this guy, and then apparently we need to wiggle up into the nest, unfortunately. If we want to be able to have our baby, it has to be up on this cliffside. And Honey over here, I think we may send her up here and let her do a little exploring. Oh no, it's a toxic berry bush! Well, if we enraptured a stray male, then we could have him eat from it and unlock toxic body. But I think that Honey and her mom Rossi are just too sweet for those kinds of things. Who do we have here? A beautiful baby girl with green eyes, and she's got a lot of strength and quite a bit of fishing. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and give her a name. She's actually going to be named, let me go down the list. Let's see, all of those seem to be mostly male names. So we're gonna go with the name, let's see, Baka, which means in Japanese, baka, B-A-K-A, means like that you're being stupid or idiot. But baka, in this case, is going to be nicheling slang for a berry. And that is actually a name that one of you guys actually submitted. I love if you, oh, look at that. Is it just me or are the ram horns different now? they've got a little bit more detail to them. That's so cool. But yeah, if you came up with that name, do let me know. I get so excited when I see comments of people being like, oh my gosh, that's my name. It just makes me really happy. All right, I'm gonna send our female back out. Unfortunately, oh, there he is. All right, we found the male. She's really raising very independent daughters because we believe they can take care of themselves long enough that we can rush over here. Ooh, there's some fish. I wonder if we can do some hunting. All right, we're gonna go ahead and mate with him. We could invite him into our tribe, but then he would be enraptured and we would not be able to mate with him, is what we would say. Oh, and we have some clam shells. Well, don't mind if I do. Also, you kidlets, take care of our nest over there. All right, I'm gonna eat those. The fish swam away, but I think that made Rossi really excited. And I guess Honey could actually help her mom to fight the crabbits, but we need to get more food. We're getting a little low on food. Okay, so Honey's trying to dig some stuff up with her sister. We might go down and fight crabbits in just a second. I think that the girls could do that while their mom kind of repairs the nest and settles in. So we'll send them down here. Look at that big old koi fish. Oh, did he just swim off? I really wanted to eat him. Where did he go? Darn, that was so cool. All right, let's see. Can I come down here and convince this crabbit that it wants to do crabbit battle? Okay, don't drown, little sister. I think that we can. Oh man, now they're facing Baka. All right, so let's see if we can get some food. Oh, we had a little boy. Oh, that's so sweet. But as soon as he hits adulthood, he's going to be independent enough that he's going to wander away. But we're actually going to name him Apple, which is another name off of the Nicheling name list that you guys have helped me build by leaving comments down below. I love that we have like, how many? It's like over 1,900 names. Which is really fun. A lot of them we've actually used before too. But little Apple is actually going to be free to wander after he ends up becoming an adult, because that's part of our rules. Is their dad still nearby? Okay, he's kind of wandering dangerously into the water, if you ask me. Also, Honey, can you attack this crabbit? Can you? Because she has horns! Yay, thank goodness! Alright, so she attacked the crabbit, her sister attacked the crabbit, and now we have a crabbit to eat. Thank goodness. We were actually running really low on food, so that's a very good thing. And then I don't think Rossi has enough strength. She's got 4 strength. Oh, that is enough to destroy the toxic berry bush. Well, sweet. And we got a bunny, so we didn't rush over to our mate. And look, the koi fish can indeed slip into the big waters. I thought that the koi fish were stuck in the streams, but he got washed out of that waterfall and ran for it. I didn't know they could do that. All right, well, thank goodness we got a little bit of food. I was slightly concerned there. And it actually is very important to go ahead and do a little bit of berry picking so we can unlock nimble fingers, and digging for some of the worms so we can unlock platypus beak. Meanwhile, itty bitty Apple is going to come and learn from his mom's side on how to search for food. It seems like there's more food over here. Is it also toxic berry? It is not. Nice. So we might bring our daughter up in just a second to help us. Her dad is still down there. Maybe we can like breed with him one more time before he disappears. Should I have her? I think Baka probably needs to start searching for actual food. So we'll have her do a little digging and searching for food, but very independent children for sure. That would change if we lived on a different kind of island, I'm sure. All right, so Rossi, why don't you let Apple learn how to feed himself back here, and she might help out. But then I might send her down to try to have one more child before that other mate dies. Oh good. And Honey managed to find 1 worm. How many more? I think it's like a lot more to unlock platypus beak. Yeah, it's like 66 more platypus beak digs before we could unlock that. So let's try to find some more viable food, I think. Smell anything? Oh, there's something over here. All right, so Baka has found some berries. Oh no, and there's a leech nearby. I hope the handsome male is okay. All right, I wonder, can I get the leech, or is the leech gonna get me? Aw, dang it, we got bleached. Okay, oh yes, yes, okay. Awkward, because we're gonna come over here and mate, and now our daughter is still stuck with her leeches that we can't do anything about. But we saw her father again, which is something we really wanted to have happen, so that's a good thing at least. Let's see, and we'll let Baka just destroy this berry bush, but reveal where it is. And then she might do a little bit of adventuring, because she's old enough to have children of her own. And at this point, the girls can't really go into the water too terribly much, so I might just let them wander on land. But the goal is, of course, to get them in water. Once we have webbed hind legs, so they're really good swimmers, then it's going to be really hard to be on land, and that's why they would try to enrapture some of the wandering males, so the males could be the ones to wander on land for them. All right, and we'll go ahead and have Apple pick some berries. He's already very independent as a wee little boy. Whoa, excuse you? I didn't think that we were supposed to have blue birds here. I feel a little bit put out, actually, because I didn't think we would have the blue birds at all. We're going to have Honey jump over here, and her mother is going to... And Honey's going to repair the nest. There we go. And then her mother is going to remove that leech off of her. And I think her sister... I think they would have a very strong bond of sisterhood in this tribe. So her sister would immediately dash over to see what happened to Honey, what's wrong, and how to make her better. And then over here, little Apple is going to continue picking berries, and he's going to learn that that is a healthy way to keep himself alive, because he's about to become an independent wandering male. Oh, it's another little girl! Oh, she's so cute! Alright, and we have another lovely little girl. We are actually going to name her Kiara, which is a name off of your guys' niche name list, plucking all of them off there. It's kind of nice because I can actually look at the genetics and look at the family tree in this tribe, so it lets me change the names. And we're going to have Rossi maybe go seek out another mate while her daughters keep an eye on their sister. And also Apple has grown up into an adult, so I'm going to swing him over here, and he is going to become an Omega. And then I'm going to let Honey, I think, be the one in charge of chasing her brother away and staying here so that she can defend her little sister. So she's going to stay here for that. And then Baka, I feel like, can go search maybe for a mate. Can I have her swim? Does that count as swimming? So 2, 3, did that count as swimming? Let's check. So yes, that did count as swimming. Okay, so we want to try to get in those swimming abilities ASAP, but it's a little awkward. I'll have to decide. I think not this time around, but soon I'll have to decide if they're allowed on land or not. But the goal is to get into the water and to stay there. So I wonder if we might make a rule in the future where the girls can only go like maybe 3 tiles deep away from water. And then they would get too dried out. They wouldn't start feeling very well, but we might wait till we have water genes. They don't actually even have a single water gene just yet. So we'll wait on that for now. All right, Rossi, your daughter is going to protect the baby. So can you go find that handsome male? Is he? Oh, there he is. There he is. Stay there, handsome. We might be able to get one more child off of you. That would be very helpful. All right, so he's just chilling right there for some reason. I'm not going to question it. We had a successful mating with him, so we can dash back over here and get ready to have our baby. Little baby Kiara can come down to visit with her mother. And now I'm going to let Honey kind of work her way towards this tree, and we'll sort of investigate. Oh, there's a whole rock just right in my way. That's so funny. All right, and Baka, let's see, we'll have her wiggle up along the opposite side and see if we can find anything good, so that we can start trying to clear our way up along the waterway and maybe find some mates. The girls are old enough to have their own mates, and I would really prefer if we don't have this entire tribe die this early. All right, up we go, Rossi. Rossi's gonna make herself nice and comfortable. She might swim, take a little dip. Kiara can come up. Oh, Kiara's brother is over here. Oh no, that's not Kiara's brother. It's a little wandering male. Well, that's interesting. It's not really going to help us very much because we have to ignore the little juvenile male. But he does have a little crippled paw. I don't know. He's got double short side. Oh, he literally doesn't have paws, guys. He has 2 deformed paws. Yeah, and he has also got hemophilia. He could be useful for helping us to clear things out, so we might have the girls use their song on him, and he would not be good for breeding, but he would be good to count for. I mean, he does have swimming tail, but I don't want the rest of his genes. So we might bring him in so he can kind of help us clear the area out, and he could just enjoy the singing of our females. So that's an option. All right, we swam around the rock, and now, are those fish? It's like a thick pool of fish over here. That is so cool. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to start doing a lot of fishing and unlocking some fun skills. I think that actually to unlock the fishing tail, you have to fish. Yeah, you have to perform fish 30 times. So hopefully we'll do that. So Baka found a young, or excuse me, Honey found a young male, and actually Kiara really found him that we might befriend to make kind of a servant of our little siren group, because he would fall in love with the songs and just want to stay near where all the pretty songs are. His little apple, or Kiara, excuse me, kind of hums to herself. And then Baka will go ahead. She is finding some good food. She's a little bit more aggressive, so I think she wants to find a strong mate to have babies with. And speaking of babies, let's go ahead and see what Rossi's last child is going to be. Another little girl! Huzzah! Well, that's a good thing. So now we have Islasi. And actually, I kind of like that name. I might leave that name. We might name her Isla. So, like Isle, but like Isla. There we go. Okay, so I like her as well. And she, let's see, is short-sighted. So maybe she could have a friend in this guy. Oh, and he's an adult now. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and have Kiara siren sing him into joining the tribe, even though I'm really low on food. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not what I had in mind. Honey defended herself. Honey defended herself again. Tantaro, can you do anything? Oh, no, and there's a whole nest over here. That rogue had everything planned out. Did you see that? He had all of this nonsense planned out. We'll let Tanuta go ahead and clear some of the ground. We're gonna go ahead and grab a berry over here. This is ridiculous. Baka, I might send her flying back down so she can destroy a berry bush, because we need a little bit of food right now, and we're not really getting a lot of food right now. Okay, thank goodness she found a bunny. Oh my. Well, Rossi's about to pass away. We're protecting our last baby, and we've got a rogue male. He actually looked like one of the condiment rogue males from our live streams that we do of Niche. He might be one of Ketchup's descendants, so we need to watch out. We've got a rogue condiment male like fluttering about the edges here. Also, when did they change the textures of the two grass types? That's pretty cool. But all right, guys, we've got a pretty interesting start to our tribe. We still look like we might starve them out if I'm not careful, but we're already coming up and shaping some of the fun rules to develop the Sirens of the Sea. And right now, all we really have to work with is a deep love of eating crabbits, which I think we might return to them so that they try to stay near the beaches, and the ability to sing a very enchanting song that, once sung, does make it so that the males who hear and desperately want to stay near that song can no longer be used for mating. So we're going to give him all yellow icons to remind me that he's now too distracted by their beautiful songs that they sing and hum to themselves. Very primitive songs now, but they'll become complex and interwoven as our tribe develops. He's no good for mating because of it. So all right, there we go. We've got our sirens set up, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.